Commander Xylak's tentacles trembled as he stared at the massive holographic display, hovering above the council chamber's central platform. The image showed something that defied every strategic calculation the Galactic Council had made about the newly discovered species called humans. "This cannot be accurate," whispered Council Prime Nethys, her crystalline voice echoing through the vast chamber. "Run the scans again." The massive warship on display stretched nearly 15 kilometers from bow to stern, its dark hull bristling with weapon arrays that seemed to pulse with barely contained energy. Unlike the elegant, curved designs favored by most council species, this vessel was angular and brutal, a monument to warfare that radiated menace even in stillness. "The scans are correct," Prime Xylak replied, his four eyes never leaving the display. "The human vessel, they call it, UES Prometheus, designation Titan class, is currently holding position at the edge of the Kepler system. It appeared 3 standard hours ago." Councillor Vex, representing the warlike Krathari Empire, leaned forward in his hover seat. His scarred carapace gleamed under the chamber's soft lighting. "Impossible. Our intelligence reports indicated humanity had barely achieved faster than light travel. How could they construct something of this magnitude?" The hologram rotated slowly, revealing the ship's full dimensions. Energy readings cascaded down the side of the display in colors that made several councillors shift uncomfortably. The power signature alone was equivalent to a small star. "Perhaps," suggested Councillor Mylana, her gossamer wings fluttering nervously, "this is some form of deception. A projection meant to intimidate us." "I wish that were true," Xylak responded grimly. He manipulated the display, zooming in on specific sections of the vessel. "But our deep space monitoring stations have confirmed its mass, energy output, and gravitational signature. This is real, and it's headed directly toward council space." The chamber fell silent, except for the gentle hum of life support systems. For nearly 3 millennia, the Galactic Council had maintained peace through superior technology and overwhelming numbers. They had catalogued over 10,000 species, absorbing the useful ones into their collective and quarantining the dangerous ones on remote worlds. Humanity had seemed destined for absorption. Initial reports described them as a young, aggressive species, with crude technology and primitive social structures, perfect candidates for guided development under council oversight. "What weapons does it carry?" asked Prime Nethys, though her tone suggested she feared the answer. Xylak's tentacles danced over the control interface. New data streams appeared alongside the ship's image. "Our analysis indicates at least 400 heavy plasma cannons, 60 antimatter torpedo tubes, and what appears to be a planetary bombardment system capable of cracking continents." Several councillors gasped. The Drellani representative actually fainted, his gelatinous form collapsing into his containment sphere with a wet splat. "But that's not the worst part," Xylak continued. He highlighted a section near the ship's center. "This appears to be a manufacturing facility. The humans can build more of these vessels while traveling between stars." Councillor Vex's mandibles clicked rapidly, a sign of extreme agitation among his species. "Are you telling us they have a mobile fleet construction platform disguised as a warship?" "It's worse than that," came a new voice from the chamber's entrance. Admiral Corinth, the council's highest-ranking military officer, strode into the room on his 6 powerful legs. His battle-scarred exoskeleton bore the marks of countless campaigns. "I've been monitoring human communications for the past hour. This isn't their most powerful vessel." The silence that followed was deafening. "Explain," Prime Nethys commanded, though her voice had lost its usual authority. Corinth activated his personal display, showing intercepted human transmissions. According to their military channels, the Prometheus is one of 12 Titan-class vessels currently in service. But they've just launched something called a Leviathan-class dreadnought. Initial estimates suggest it's twice the size of what we're seeing here. Councillor Milena's wings stopped fluttering entirely. How many humans are there? Approximately 8 billion on their homeworld alone, Corinth replied. But they've colonized 17 other systems in the past 50 years. At their current expansion rate, he didn't need to finish. Everyone in the chamber could do the mathematics. Prime Nethys rose from her throne, her crystalline form refracting the chamber's light into rainbow patterns. What do they want? That's perhaps the most disturbing part, Xylax said quietly. They've sent a single message, transmitted in perfect galactic standard, though we never taught them our language. The display changed, showing a simple text communication. We know you've been watching. We'd like to talk. Send a representative to discuss terms of coexistence, or we'll assume you prefer the alternative. Terms of coexistence? Vex snarled. The audacity. We should mobilize the entire council fleet, and what? Corinth interrupted. Our most powerful dreadnought is half the size of that single human vessel, and they have at least 11 more, plus however many of these Leviathan-class ships they're building. The Admiral's words hung in the air, like a death sentence. For the first time in their history, the Galactic Council faced a species that could dictate terms to them. Prime Nethys closed all 4 of her eyes and stood in contemplation for several long minutes. When she opened them again, her decision was clear. Prepare a diplomatic vessel, she announced. Send word to the humans that we accept their invitation to talk. As the council members filed out of the chamber in stunned silence, none noticed the small smile that crossed Corinth's scarred features. He alone had read the full intelligence reports about humanity. They were just getting started.